Welcome back to Barbecue with Greg. Let's put that meat on the grill. Let's get started. Good morning, barbecue friends. Today, we're cooking a low and slow pulled pork here on the Louisiana Grill's pellet grill. So we're doing an overnight cook, 200 degrees. It's now been on here for 8 hours. We'll check on that, see where we're at. The last overnight cook I did like this turned out so well with a brisket on the Masterbuilt. Thought I'd try it here on the pellet grill. So to get you caught up where I'm at with this cook, we gotta go back, way back. We gotta go back, way back, see what we did. I got this boneless pork shoulder butt. It was on special at my local Costco. We're just gonna unwrap it, pat it dry, hit it with some salt and pepper, some SPG, and some Carolina Pit from Barbecue Pit Boys. But you could use any rub you like. We'll give us a nice coating of seasoning here. It's a big piece of meat, and it can take a lot of seasoning. I know it's midnight, it's hard to see, but I'm gonna put it in the pellet grill. I'm gonna put it right inside of an aluminum tray. I'll see you in the morning. Now that we're caught up, let's open this up, take a look. Now this has been in the pellet grill now for 8 hours at 200 degrees. My original thought was to put it on the upper shelf and put the drip tray there below, but it's a big piece of meat, didn't quite fit, so I thought I'd put it directly in the tray. But it worked out good. You can see a lot of the fluids there that came out overnight. It's just rendering nicely. I'm pretty happy with this cook. We've got a bit of a crust forming. I like it when you get those crispy bits on a pulled pork. Well, we're gonna close this up. We're gonna now set our temperature to 275. Start boosting up our cook a little bit. All right, we're currently sitting at 140 degrees on the internal temperature here. So we bumped up temperature to 275. We'll let this go a little longer, see where we're at, see what we're gonna do next. We're about halfway down in our pellet hopper. So all night we only burned about a half a hopper of pellets. So boy, that's doing well. So I'll top that up too. So I'll check back with you, let you know what I'm gonna do next. All right. We're at the 12-hour mark here. We had 8 hours overnight at 200 degrees, 4 hours at 275. Let's open it up and check it out. You could see, wow, a lot of liquid just rendered out of this. It's just coming along nicely. Even the crust on the top is moist from all those liquids. We're just gonna probe it for some tenderness, maybe do a temperature reading, see where we're at. Very tender here, a little bit tighter here in the front. Not sure if that's from the outer crust or not, but there's different muscles in this meat. It might feel a little different, but we're getting there in temperature. Okay, I think what I'll do now, let that go for another hour. Just let that meat tender up a little bit more. I'll bring you back when I do the next step. We are 1 more hour into this cook for a total of 13 hours. Let's open it up and take a look. Now this has been rendering down. It's actually the longest I've ever rendered down a pork butt. This looks very similar than what it did an hour ago, only I got some more bubbling going on in the liquids. Our temperatures come up a little bit, but the softness of this is just spot on. I'm just really liking this. The smell on here is amazing. I think our seasoning is just gonna do its job. We got some time before dinner, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put the pellet grill to its lowest setting here. Just let it go a little bit longer. This will just slow down that resting process. Okay, we're now at 14 hours that this pork butt's been in the pellet grill. We're 8 hours at 200 degrees, 5 hours at 275, and 1 hour at 180. I'm gonna take this off the grill, cover it in foil. We're just gonna let it rest, and then I'll take you back. We'll shred that apart and have a taste test. Okay, the pork butt has now been rested. I'll show you what it looks like. We're gonna shred this apart. It's just smelling fantastic. All right, here it is. It's been sitting in these juices here. We're gonna take it out of the juices, put it in a bowl, shred her apart. All right, see if we can lift this up in one piece. There we are. We'll put this aside for now. What I like to do is add this Valerie's sweet sauce. It's an opportunity to add a little more flavor. And let's shred her apart, see what we got. Could just see some of the smokiness that got into this meat. Some of the harder crust on the top. I just love those crunchy bits. All right, here we are. I'm just loving seeing these little smoky little smoke rings, some of the crunchy bits from the skin. Boy, just shredding apart nicely. This was a nice cook here on the pellet grill. It's the first time I do a long, slow cook on a pork butt like this on a pellet grill. It worked really well last week with the brisket, like doing that overnight at a low pace. Normally I'd put it on early in the morning and cook it, 6 to 8 hours, but I find this long, slow cook really works out. So we'll give it a bit of a taste test here. All right. Bit of a sweetness there. You taste that smoke flavor from the pellet grill. That long render, the meat's extremely tender. I'm telling you, this is just beautiful. Just shreds apart nice. Well, if you like this video, I appreciate you smash that like button. And of course, want to see more of these cooks, click that subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Barbecue with Greg.
Thanks for watching Barbecue with Greg, one of those barbecue cooking shows people watch on YouTube sometimes.